Hello and welcome to the KitPlus TV news supported by Media Proxy. And we're going to start the roundup with news that the countdown has begun for the next KitPlus show, which is being held at Twickenham Stadium on the 14th of September. Now, once again, offering the opportunity to see the latest kit up close in a friendly and relaxed environment with many leading manufacturers, plus a few new exhibitors. Do check out KitPlusShow.co.uk, where we'll be updating all the information as we approach the date.
And if you saw Sony at the recent KitPlus show in Media City and are now looking at maybe a new Venice or FX9, then we've seen they're offering 0% finance for a limited period until the end of September. That applies to related accessories and peripherals as well. So check out the offers at pro.sony.
And staying in the north of the UK, there's a new £1 million virtual studio set to open its doors in Wakefield, Yorkshire later this year, within the Explore facility. And that's going to be used to offer film and TV producers the ability to build fully XR immersive sets.
V-Nova has announced validation of its codec-enhancer V-Nova LCEVC for use in mobile devices following laboratory testing by market-leading testing and certification company KitPlus. Outlined within a new report, the stringent 10-week testing period recreated the end-user experience and focused on 4 key areas of measurement: frames per second playback, dropped frames, adaptive bitrate performance, and power consumption. This was to certify V-Nova's LCEVC functionality and accurately identify any anomalies.
Codecs are a regular subject covered by MrMXF, but this week he has his ear to the recent Olympic coverage.
I love the Olympics, and it was so moving this year to see competitors in empty stadiums striving for personal bests against the world's elite. It was also moving to know the outstanding efforts of the Olympic Broadcasting Service to rig the stadiums for immersive audio, only for the crowds to be kept away at the last moment. I had the privilege to talk to Nuno Duarte before the Olympics, and he described with absolute passion how the vertical component of the immersive sound field would create a 5.1.4 audio arrangement from over 3,600 microphones. Now this would then be delivered as PCM to the various feeds, and from there it would be encoded as MPEG-H, Dolby Atmos, 22.2 Super High Vision, or whatever was required for any given broadcaster. This highlights another area of interest. How do you actually get immersive audio from the venue to the consumer? Well, there's a lot of things that can go right in the chain and many things that can go wrong in the chain. Now, SMPTE's doing a bunch of work today to get it right for big cinemas, and Cedia is doing work to get it right for home cinemas. And together, I hope that we can ensure the outstanding audio produced in venues makes it to your ears wherever you're listening.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mr. MXF. And you can meet the man in person at the KitPlus show, as we said, on the 14th of September in London, where he's planning on speaking with his SMPTE hat on.
And with that mention of SMPTE, we should say that there is a SMPTE Plus virtual event entitled Migrating Media and Entertainment into the Cloud, a real-world perspective. Now, taking place on August 31st, it's going to feature a session exploring preservation, continuity and resilience after the move to the cloud, in addition to outlining best practices across these areas, with experts answering the uncomfortable question, what happens in the unlikely event that the internet fails?
Heaven forbid that ever happens. Another company playing a large role in the Tokyo Games was LiveU, who saw a 400% increase in LiveU deployment compared to that of Rio 2016, reflecting the growing trust and reliance on LiveU solutions, which now replace traditional satellite and fibre methods for main event coverage, as well as interviews and behind the scenes.
Last week we were talking about 8K with a guest and asking who was using it. And we've seen that Brazil's TV Globo trialled 8K streams at the games via its Globo Play app on Samsung TV sets. They partnered with Intel on the test, with 8K HDR standard images reaching 33 million pixels, 4 times that of programs aired in 4K. And apparently this was the first time that any Tokyo 2020 content was available in 8K outside of Japan.
And not quite the Olympics, but Dejero and Montreal-based multimedia production company Scratch Takes were behind the successful live streaming of a new world record attempt for the highest number of caber tosses in 1 hour during the 45th annual Montreal Highland Games held earlier this month, with, not surprisingly, limited on-site network connectivity.
Yeah, so a Dejero Gateway M6E6 network aggregation device was deployed, which created a network of networks to deliver enhanced reliability, expanded coverage, greater bandwidth, ensuring uninterrupted live streaming of the record-breaking event to the Montreal Highland Games YouTube channel.
Trekab have released CoachPaint 9. It's a major new release of the company's popular sports-agnostic sports analysis and coaching software that leverages artificial intelligence and XML data to drive increased user efficiency as well as a broader and expanding feature set, offering a newly designed user interface, updated user experiences, automated content creation tools. CoachPaint 9 empowers coaches to generate richer visuals and deeper analysis more quickly and easily.
EditShare have released its Q3 technology update with notable improvements to the way customers access, monitor and configure Flow and EFS. Moving away from thick client applications towards portable, rich, web-based user experiences, EditShare solutions boast ELK analytics monitoring and reporting, HPE-optimized Flow production nodes that accommodate productions of all sizes, as well as set the stage for larger multi-location and enterprise workflows with enhanced EFS media synchronization and Flow services scaling.
And finally, television facility Dock 10 has expanded its roster of Calorec audio consoles with a Calorec Artemis audio console in its new £1 million remote gallery to satisfy the growing demand for virtual studios and remote galleries. The multi-purpose gallery was designed to complement OB providers' services and connects to the Dock 10 network, which has more than 20 dedicated service providers. This is the 8th console from Calorec that Dock 10 owns, all of which are connected to a Hydra 2 network.
That's it for the news this week. Thanks to Media Proxy for their support of KitPlus TV. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.